YouTube for business. Now you already know that it's a powerful marketing tool, but if you're wondering exactly how to grow your business on YouTube, then in this video, we're gonna run through exactly how we do it and simple strategies that you can implement right now for big results over time. Hey, it's Justin Brown here from Primal Video, where we help you amplify your business and brand with video. If you're new here, then make sure you click that subscribe button, and all the links to everything we mentioned in this video, you can find linked in the description box below. So let's jump into it. Now, YouTube is an amazing tool for marketing. It's not like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or any other social platforms. In fact, YouTube's not really a social platform at all. It's probably more of a content platform. And unlike those social platforms, the lifetime content that you can create isn't measured in days or hours or even minutes. If you do it right and you put in the work up front, with every new video, you can build a library of content on YouTube that shows up in Google, it ranks in YouTube, and it gets found for years after you've uploaded it. But a lot of people might be wondering not just how you can build that organic growth engine, but how you can really leverage all of that automated traffic to grow your brand and your business. Well, we're covering off both of these questions today. The key things that you need to know to create content that works for you for years to come, and simple systems that you can put in place to leverage all of that organic traffic to grow your business and your income on autopilot. So it sounds pretty good. Okay, so let's take a look at the 3 key things that you need to know to get it sorted. And I'll even share some examples of how we've implemented every step to grow our business at Primal Video using YouTube. And make sure you don't give up before step number 3, because this is where we see big wins for businesses and where it all really comes together long term. And once we're done with the theory, at the end, I'm also going to link you to a free step-by-step training that's going to guide you through exactly how to implement all of this for yourself. All right, so YouTube's killer strength is its ability to drive organic traffic over the long term. So with that in mind, we want to start with the basics when deciding what content to create to maximize your results. So step number 1 is to focus on your target audience or your customers. What are they searching for? There needs to be search volume for the content you're creating so that you don't go producing content that you think your audience needs. Do your research and create content that you know your audience wants. There's actually a really big distinction that a lot of people miss between those two. So as the expert, you know what your audience needs. You know what can help them the most. So it's easy to just write a list of those things and start producing content around them. But your target audience doesn't have your background and your experience. And in most cases, the ideal solution that you give any one of them in a one-on-one consult has nothing to do with what they think their current problem or issue is. So for them to actually find you when they need your help the most, you need to focus your videos on exactly what they're looking for. Then in your videos, give them what they came for, answer that question and give them the content that they wanted, and then over deliver with what you, the teacher, the expert, knows that they'll need next. So here's an example. We know that people are searching for best video editing software. So we create videos to provide an overview of the video editing software landscape, including our picks for the top software in each class. And then we also give recommendations around each pricing bracket. So we know that that's what people want. So it's the focus of those videos. But we also know that video editing software is just a small piece of the puzzle, and you can get awesome results with most of the options that are out there these days. With some simple tweaks to their processes, you can easily halve your editing time and get better results. But by putting ourselves in the shoes of anyone in that position, imagining we might just be starting out editing videos or looking for the quickest ways to improve, then looking at editing software, it's a perfectly logical place to start. So to create quality videos and to do it fast, there's a lot more at play than just video editing software. So as the expert, it's our opportunity to give them what we know they need to see big improvements in their results. So in this example, right after we provide the overview of the video editing landscape and we've answered the question, what's the best video editing software for me? We back all of that up with several tips that are going to help them edit much faster no matter what video editing software they use. So it's those tips that we know will have a much bigger impact on their results, but it's not what they're actually searching for. So the key takeaway here is to focus on what your audience wants, because that's what they're searching for, then deliver what you know they need. So this is going to build a huge amount of value in your content. It's going to help you create raving fans and position you as the expert, and also help you boost your watch time and all those other fancy metrics that YouTube wants to see to help you promote your content more. Now, I know what you're thinking, Justin, how do I know what my audience is searching for? Well, I'm glad you asked, because it's time for tip number 2. Tip number 2 is to research your keywords and find the exact language that your audience is using. The purpose of this is not only to identify the topics that your audience is searching for, but also to uncover the exact language and the words that they're using to describe those topics. So this is going to give you a huge insight into the mindset of your audience, what stage they're at and what they're actually struggling with. And it also shows you exactly what to optimize your videos for. And the best place to start with this is actually on YouTube itself. So head over to YouTube and click on the search button at the top. So let's start off with a topic like video editing. Now you can see the autofill window pop up, and that's YouTube suggesting what we might be searching for, given that we've already typed this in. So that's based on all the previous searches from everyone who typed in video editing and then what they ended up searching for, with the most likely match right at the top. So this is a list of the exact searches that people who started searching with video editing have been typing in here and the language that they used. So just doing this alone is an amazing place to find great topics for your content. But now to get some more ideas, there's this magic little wildcard that you can add in either before or after this phrase and start to see some of the suggestions that show up. So all you need to do is to add the underscore either before or after your search phrase, and you'll be presented with even more targeted search suggestions based on exactly what people are actually searching for. And then you can try putting some modifiers in front with the wildcard in the middle. So we can try things like how to underscore video editing, best underscore video editing, best video editing underscore video editing tips. So this is something you'll definitely want to have a play around with and experiment with, and you want to make a note of all of these things that are relevant to you and the exact wording that's been used in these suggestions, because it's going to be an absolute goldmine of topic ideas. Now this is just the basics, but you can see how powerful even just a little bit of research can be. But even with a focus on what your audience is searching for, and even with a ton of videos out there that are matching exactly how they're searching for each of those topics, how do we translate those videos to leads and leads to income in your business? Well, that's tip number 3. Now remember, in tip number 1, we talked about giving your audience exactly what they want because that's what they're searching for. Well, you as the expert know that that might not be exactly what they need, and that there are actually some simple ways they can get quick results, but unfortunately, no one's searching for those because they don't know how to search for them. So we started out giving the audience what they want. So in our example, it was reviews of the best video editing software. And then after we delivered that, we went further and packed in some bonus tips that would help them get much better results no matter what software they were using. And that's us knowing what they need. So doing this and focusing on what your audience wants first is the fastest way to build a library of content that's going to get you found organically year after year. Now this alone is an awesome way to build your brand and to drive new leads or get new clients. But we don't want to stop there, because we went a step further and over-delivered, giving them not just what they came for, but also what we know that they need. So we've totally over-delivered and we've helped them get results much faster than they might have expected. So what we want to do next is give anyone who's actually committed an option to go even further and offer them a free guide or a free resource, free training, or any other tool to help them get even better results. And we only offer that extra resource to those who are invested enough in themselves to sign up. This allows you to grow an audience of your most committed, most invested, and closest followers off YouTube on an email list that you control and where you can foster those relationships and add a ton more value. So let's take a look at how this works using the same video editing software example. So after we cover off the editing software review, I'll share 3 quick tips to help you edit much faster. So for anyone that loved those tips, we also put together a free downloadable guide with 10 more tips and an optimized video editing process that they could download completely free. Now you might have noticed or heard this before in a previous video, but we'll say something like this after sharing those 3 tips. So those 3 tips are just 3 tips from our 12-step guide teaching you the most efficient method to edit your videos faster and to reduce any rework. To grab your free copy, just click the link on screen now to register. So if you haven't heard of this before, it's actually called a few things. It might be called a lead magnet, an opt-in incentive, whatever you want to call it. The goal here is to add a ton of value to your target audience and to get closer to those people off YouTube on a platform that you control. So by registering, signing up, or entering their email address, they get access to your additional resource, the video editing guide, to help them on that next step. And you're building a database of people you know are interested in that topic. Now you do want to pay close attention to the new privacy laws in your market because they do change regularly. New regulations like GDPR in Europe do have some requirements that you will need to keep in mind around the process of adding people to your email list and exactly what you can and can't send to them. So I definitely suggest reviewing those requirements for your unique business and your location. But for us, we offer all of these bonuses and resources completely free to any of our Primal Video insiders. So it's 100% free VIP program that anyone can jump straight into, and they'll receive regular updates on content, tips, exclusive training, and any offers to help them 10x the results with video and video marketing. But the key thing is, however you choose to structure it, put these systems into place and your email list will become your #1 business asset. And as you build a library of content on YouTube that gets ranked and links to bonuses like this, your email list will grow organically each and every day. So that's a list that you can keep updated with your latest YouTube updates, any new products and services or training, anything you know that's going to deliver value to your audience. And finally, speaking of over delivering, if you're wondering how to implement systems like this, or you just want to see an example of how this whole process works, then we've actually put together a completely free 4-part workshop series that steps through the entire process. You can jump in right now by clicking on the link on screen, and I'll see you soon.